It is the 18th of December, I think, and I started my painting. And this is just really quick, just sketching all over. Right now, it's very much trust the process, but I do kind of have a vision. I want to show you the sketches I made. It might look different when it's done. That's always the way it is with my paintings. I feel like at one point the painting will kind of take over, just kind of paint itself. But this is also not what I expected so far, but I do really like it. It's supposed to be nature and plants at some point. This is just kind of like the under painting in some way, maybe. I am making myself some just spinach chickpea pancakes. I don't know. It's really dark outside these days, and I'm excited for it to turn around again and begin to get lighter. I'm excited to go home and just Christmas holidays. I do kind of have holidays. I'm pretty lucky with the shifts I've gotten. I only have the 30th, so I have to go home one day to Copenhagen, and then I have to go again 31st to Aalborg to celebrate New Year's. So it's gonna be pretty hectic, I think, traveling and by train that much. Excited to see them. I haven't really been home in such a long time. And Danish Christmas beer is basically just normal Danish beer, cheap Danish beer. I have to think a bit before I continue painting, so I'll leave this and listen to Christmas music and continue, maybe, if I feel like it at that point. So I guess I should say a little bit about the colors that I use. So I have magenta, lemon yellow, French ultramarine, raw umber, dioxin purple, which is just kind of like violet dioxin. And of course, titanium white, which is like the normal kind of white, I guess. I intentionally chose very cold colors, since I think it makes really great pastels. And also I got the violet one because I mix violet into everything. Basically it makes it more the way I want it to be, like these kind of colors. I don't know if the camera is picking up on it very well, because obviously this lighting is very yellow and warm. Also in my gouache paintings I also have a violet color, because I mix it into every color, or most, I just use it to mix in with everything, honestly. This raw umber is like my black. I don't really use these right just as they are. I mix them with either white or these two. I really just go with my intuition most of the time, but I was very intentional about choosing these colors as my kind of primary, to not choose the traditional kind of colors. Also, I don't know very much about that kind of stuff. All of my color theory, the colors that I use really just come from my intuition a lot of the times. Maybe I could benefit from learning some stuff, but honestly I'm really lazy and I'm fine with how my colors look. So also, so far, if you watch my other video, you know that these are water-soluble oil paints, which I haven't tried before, but they work really well, I think. When you do mix water into dilute the paint as you would with a medium in normal oil paints, the color do change a little bit, but it's much like watercolor, I think. Which watercolors also kind of change when you mix, the pigments change when you mix water into them. The only difference is that these get lighter when you mix water into them. And oil paints generally, I think, gets a bit darker with water, and then they lighten up when they dry. But honestly, so far it hasn't really been an issue. We'll see. You can also get mediums to dilute this paint, but I'm broke. Water is really convenient and easy. But so far I really like these colors. I don't know very much about paints and the quality of paints, But I feel like these are pretty good. I guess they work really well and are doing what they're supposed to do. So maybe if you really want to buy these colors, go do more research about it. I also did a lot of research of what kind of water soluble oil paints I wanted to get, and Winsor & Newton was generally well spoken about, so I got those. And yeah, they work really well. They're also the gouaches that I have, except the purple one. And I really like those as well. So, but now I want to show you guys some of the like sketches I've made before. Starting this painting, I knew I kind of wanted some kind of nature that I wanted to paint. But also, if you've seen my I don't remember which video, but I had a drawing of like a troll person girl, and I kind of wanted to continue that, not that specific sketch. I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So here's another troll sketch. Like also in the other video I had also a sketch of a bird woman, and here's another one that I really like, but that also just didn't feel right for this painting. More troll. And then I made this sketch, which kind of more I felt was right. And I made some more sketches with that first sketch in mind, and I really like this one, so it might be like, I think it's gonna be a mix of the 3 sketches. But I want a lot of like hair on her back, and arms and legs, like she's laying in a field of nature and some kind of flowers. So we'll see how. Oh, I just hit my head on my table. But we'll see how it turns out. Oh, and I almost forgot, but I did actually buy this medium for the paint, which is like supposed to be a fast drying medium, but I'm kind of struggling with how much to put in, because when I was at Testrup, the school I went to, spring of 2024, where I first tried oil paints, the fast drying medium there, we only had to put like 1 or 2 drops. Really not very much for it to like take 4 to 8 hours to dry. But I think I need to put more in, because here I put like 1 or 2 drops into like one little amount of oil paint, and it's still drying. These are like still pretty wet. Also, I know I did put film over it, so it's going to dry slower, but compared to the oil paints and medium I used back then, these would be dry by now. So I think I need to put in more for what I'm specifically looking for in the paint. I'll have to experiment a bit more, because I tried looking on the online for how much to put in, but no one was saying very much, and just, I don't know, I really couldn't find anything. And again, I don't know very much about oil paints in general, so I guess it's just experimenting with it, which is okay as well. So Løg. Der troede jeg, du løg. Skal du have lidt løg? Nej. Fuck dig. Jeg skal ikke have noget løg. Hvad siger du om? Skal ikke have nogen løger? Nej. Jomfru Anegade. Wow. Nej. Den her har du vel... Omegle. Hvad vil du, Vej? I'm white as a ghost.
You're white.
Okay, guys,
og de der var sådan slightly, sådan lidt fedt. I stole your skin. I'm sorry, Nina.
You stole my skin? What do you mean?
Jeg har brug for den.
I don't know what you mean. Okay, skal jeg lige... Er det min?
Det der er din.
Okay. Yeah.
Der kan vi bare gå på skin.
Yeah. That's gonna be so pretty. Min stol.
Ja.
Når det hende spundet, var jeg sådan, ja, og så kom det, ja. Jeg kom sådan overhovedet. Det er et kæmpe hoved.
Jeg kender dem jo bare som Stig og Asmus.
Det er bare fyrværkeri.
Vi er bare 2 influencers herovre. What is this? Hummus.
B-roll er din.
Mia var lige her til det.
Like, of course. The 2 YouTubers.
Okay.
The 2 YouTubers. Just you users.
Du go kan lave drinks. Hvad for en?
Jeg tror, den her er meget bedre.
Nej, jeg er først den 3. februar. Spiser der ikke, når bor der, så det er meget billigere.
Vi er ved at lave kasser.
Så det var sådan en undervisning.
Ja, og portfolio.
Du kan lidt godt kage.
Det er stadig
Ja.
Sådan en lille squeeze.
Jo, det er måske faktisk nok. Jeg får meget af dig i den her, der vil...
Ja, du ved ikke, hvad der står.
Shadow. It looks weird. Okay. Oh, det er beautiful.
Det kan være, fordi jeg ikke har startet det endnu. Jeg falder.
Min opfindelse.
Ja. Skal jeg lige have sådan en B-roll af din? Guys, er I klar?
Er der noget, der kan tage?
Er klokken 9:12? Ej, du mistede en negl. Er klokken 12 endnu? Ja, 12. Klokken er 12. Nå, godt nytår!
3, 2, 1.
Jeg skal lige... Oh my god. Er I klar? 3, 2,